What's up everybody and welcome to Abby's Kitchen. So today we're going to be cooking one of my all-time favorite recipes, and that is protein pancakes. Now this is my particular recipe. You can adjust the ingredients relevant to your specific macros, but this is going to be low calorie, low fat, low carb, and relatively high protein as well. So the ingredients are really simple. This whole thing will take you under 10 minutes to cook and to eat if you're going to inhale it like I would. So what you're going to need is some protein powder. So this is specifically a whey isolate. I would always advise getting some sort of grass-fed whey. It's better quality. Next up, we're gonna have some coconut flour. Need a little bit of cinnamon for taste, banana for topping, and an egg. So a free-range egg is probably gonna be your best shot. And a mixing tool. So I'm gonna be using a NutriBullet for this. Need a little bit of water for the mixing as well, and most importantly a food scale to see exactly what we're going to be putting into our protein pancakes. So we're going to jump straight into this super quick meal, especially after you've just done a big workout or on a weekend. If you just can't be bothered cooking, you can't be asked, you're just going to jump straight into this and it's going to be absolutely incredible. So we're going to throw our kitchen scale on, throw this on top, let it zero in. Perfect. So I'm going to do all this in grams, all right? Crack open our protein. So this is going to be, well, this is the salted caramel flavor, so it's absolutely delicious if you're a salted caramel fan. And we're going to put in 1 scoop, so around 30 grams. Oh, it's perfect. If you can see this, it's perfectly on 30 grams. So 30 grams of protein powder. We're also going to use 30 grams of coconut flour. Let's use the same scooper. So 30 grams of coconut flour. Straight on in there, just a little bit more. So remember with this one, because it is that lower calorie, it's a healthier alternative to say normal pancakes that you get out of a normal pancake mix. So don't expect it just to be absolutely just packed full of sugar. So the taste is going to be slightly less sugary, but you're going to feel a hell of a lot better in your digestive system for consuming it. So with the cinnamon, I like putting a little bit on top, but I also like mixing it in there as well. You don't need too much. The more you have in here, because you don't want it to be too dry either. So we're gonna put in, come on, whenever you're ready. There, just a little sprinkle in there. From there, what you're gonna do, you're gonna crack the egg straight on in there, which be super careful about, because we don't obviously want any shell going in there. So that is absolutely perfect. And then we're gonna add a little bit of water in there as well. So, ding. So shake it up a little bit to make sure there's nothing stuck in the bottom before we put it onto the NutriBullet. Put it straight on. Oh God. Right, I think that's locked in. Yep. And we hit blend, I'm guessing, or pulse maybe. So as you can see, they're still pretty thick. So basically all we're gonna do from here is, it's a trial and error thing. We're just gonna add a little bit more water to it and then just go again. Perfect. As some bits start to get stuck, we're going to basically open it up, take a spoon or a spatula or anything like that, and you're just basically going to mix it around a little bit, get all the things off the side, and just make sure that nothing's sticking to the bottom of this. There we go, that's much better. Perfect. And we're gonna go again. So get a bit of a knock, get those things down. Give it a check. So again, this is gonna be trial and error for you guys to be able to just test out exactly the consistency and stuff that you like. Now I like mine a little bit thicker so that when they're cooked they look a little bit fluffy. So I like that, I think it's pretty decent. So as you can see in there, the consistency is quite thick and fluffy, but obviously when you put it in the pan, you spread it out a little bit, then you'll get this nice, beautiful flat pancake. So next up, we're gonna cook this bad boy. So next up, we've got our mix. I've put a pan on, so I recommend cooking it on around a medium heat. We'll put a little bit of butter in there or some spray oil. Remember, the goal here is to try and keep as low calorie as possible. So pouring a big amount of oil on there doesn't really do that justice. So a little bit of oil. And then what we're gonna do is just pour our pancakes straight in there. So pancakes are ready. So as you can see, it's a relatively small portion, but you don't need a lot. Again, the goal here is to try and give you the sufficient amount of nutrients that you actually need. So what I'm gonna do now is add a little bit of banana on top. So right here, make it all nice and pretty. Put a little bit in front because we're not gonna waste the banana exactly, are we? So next up, wipe out your pants. We're gonna add a little bit of cinnamon and a tiny bit of maple syrup as well. So a little bit of maple syrup on top. Beautiful, and a little dash of cinnamon as well. Again, you can manipulate this and use whatever you want in terms of what toppings or whatever else it is. There we go. Excellent. Now, the taste test. Now, I'm not going to be tasting it because I'm completely biased to this. What I'm going to do is get my wonderful videographer, Nick, to step in, and he's actually going to try this because he's never tasted this recipe before, and I want him to give you guys an honest review. So Nick, could you step in onto the camera, please? Whenever you get a second, you need a lovely fork. And just remember with this, the macros and everything are going to be very relevant to you. So you can increase the protein, you can add a little bit of peanut butter on there if you want more fats. If you want a little bit more carbs, don't use coconut flour, use normal flour. You can add a little bit more banana, a bit more maple syrup, honey, whatever it's going to be entirely up to you. And oh, Nick! Hey. All right, do you want to try this for me, mate?
Yes, I would love to try this. This looks a delicious presentation.
It's actually not bad.
That banana, perfect. Like, man, you'd give Gordon Ramsay a run for his money.
Me and Gordon are going to get in the kitchen together. I'm going to kick his ass, I swear to God.
Sure, 100%. I'm just going to grab this little knife here.
You go for it. So
I don't know where to start. Bit of this, bit of that, bit of banana.
Yeah, that's it, get some maple syrup. So remember, it is with coconut flour, so it is going to fall apart quite quickly. But in terms of like being great on people's digestive health, and if you do have any digestive issues, then this is going to be a great recipe and a great go-to for you. So we got the texture is a little bit crumbly. We got the presentation, well, it's okay, but how is the taste for the first time trying these?
Man, like, it's definitely a lot different to a normal pancake, of course. It's definitely a little bit drier, which I guess could be subsidized with like maple syrup.
Yeah, honey,
a little bit of honey or anything like that. But other than that, like, it's actually quite good.
Yeah, and when we're looking at it from going from eating, like, I guess, normal pancakes as you go out and order pancakes, the quality of nutrients, this is going to be far greater, and that's what gives it that very different taste. It's not packed full of preservatives or sugars or anything like that, so the taste is going to be very different, especially unless you are used to eating healthy all the time. Like if you're looking at more paleo diets, or if you're looking at using very natural products. You crank some more on there. This for you, not me, by the way. I'm not eating it. So when you're looking at it from a very health focus or health standpoint, if you are used to eating that way, you'll absolutely love these because you're used to that different texture. But as you might know or might not know, is that our palates actually change. So if you come off eating a specific food for a good amount of time and then go back to eating that food, the taste and the texture changes. So because our palates adapt to certain foods. So when you're eating something like this or eating this particular way, you'll get used to eating this particular way, and then you go back to, say, for example, normal pancakes. It's over sweet and it's too much. But eating this way is going to be great for your digestive health, great for your calories, especially if you're on a fat loss phase. You can have something like this, enjoy it, and still be able to progress on your health and fitness journey.
I feel jacked already.
Yeah? You look bigger.
Thanks, bro.
You look bigger. Pow. Thank you so much for watching, guys. That is the first episode of Abby's Kitchen here in Nick's lovely kitchen. This is not mine. As you can see, beautiful, beautiful presentation and everything he's got right here. Well done on that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you want to see any other videos in kitchen and cooking sort of vlogs, then please leave a comment below so we can give you what you want and show you some beautiful, amazing recipes. And if you've not already, like, subscribe, and enjoy these pancakes.